People ask me where you live, and I say, oh, I live on East Side. But I don't say I live in Rosewood Courts. Because then it's like, oh, she live in the projects. She's poor. And she do drugs, or she,
I don't see it as the projects. I don't see it as public housing. You drive by, you see kids playing, you see people waiting for the bus, you see people fixing their flats. They have found their place, and their place is Rosewood Courts.
Yeah. Well, you know they're trying to tear this place down.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. You live here?
Yes,
You do?
all my life. When are they trying to tear it down? I mean, what are they going to do?
This housing project was built as an African American housing project. This is not something that you read about in a history book or see on some sort of historical marker. This is living black history.
Sooner or later, development is going to occur, and then we're going to want to know, well, where was the African community? What we are concerned about is the displacement of persons who are now living there, and what we're going to replace the current courts with.
We want to celebrate that historic significance, but not at the expense of quality of life for the residents, not only living here now, but for future generations as well. We have aging infrastructure, the electrical, the plumbing. It is made of cinder block construction. It's very, very basic. On average, the household income is about $5,622. If they did not have access to some type of subsidized housing program, it's highly unlikely they would be able to afford any place to live in Austin. These are families. These are people living here day to day with these challenges. It's not a museum.
Our Christmas tree lit up.
I was staying in a domestic violence shelter when I first came here because of a prior relationship I had. Finances got bad, I lost my job. My car got repossessed, so I'm losing my housing. During that time period, I said my unit was available, which is great because I'd been on the waiting list about 3.5 years. Before I knew it, I was over at the rent office over there, and they gave me the key, and I moved in. We didn't have much. We had very little, but we had chairs, we had our TV, and we had electricity. We were happy.
I got 99. How about if
Go ahead, finish
you
counting.
give me a penny,
Count
I'll trade you for 9.
That's not a good trade. I've met a lot of parents at my son's school, nice people, and when they find out where I live at, they don't want to do play dates. It's not my son's fault.
It will be here for another 100 years or more, as is, but we can do better.
This is a history of not just race, it's a history of class. That makes it a little bit more difficult, but that's history. When you demolish something, you erase that from the landscape.
I'm in a program now. It's going to be over in 4 years. I'm planning on being out of here. When I graduate from that program, I'm going to leave public housing. But right now, I'm happy. I like my neighbors. I like where I live. I like my house. I'm happy. Be careful. Get socks on.